everyone, today I'm going to be reacting to your guys' assumptions about me. I remember when I first started my channel, this was becoming a trend for the very first time, and I tried making one of these videos and like put a little question box, and I literally got 2 responses. So it feels really good to have things that people actually assume about me. You've never kissed a boy. That delivery was crap. You've never kissed a boy? If you would have asked me that question, say like 6 months ago, the answer would have been no. But as of right now, yes, I have. I have kissed a boy. I had my first kiss about 4 months ago. I was 18 years old. It was an experience. Very exciting story, actually. One that we'll save for another time. Your parents are strict. Yes. I wouldn't say they're overly strict. My curfew in high school, for example, it was midnight. My parents are on the stricter side. Strict in the good ways and then fun in the other ways. You want to get married young. Well, yes, I do want to get married young. I'm actually filming this on my 19th birthday, and it's literally insane to me that I'm gonna be 20 in a year. Like, it kind of makes me want to cry. Like, that's so scary. My mom got married when she was almost 21. I don't need to compare myself to like when my mom got married and base when I get married off of when she does. I want to get married in the near future, so it's just crazy to think that that is like actually gonna happen. I do want to get married young. I want to have kids young. I want to do all the things when I'm young so that when I'm old, I can live it up. You have a boyfriend. So I do not have a boyfriend. If any of you watched any of my videos with Gordon, we weren't boyfriend and girlfriend. He's actually on his mission right now. In case you don't know, I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Young men in our church go on 2-year church missions where they do service and teach about Jesus Christ. And so Gordon just recently started his mission. I'm super happy for him, and I know that's exactly where he needs to be right now. So I wouldn't want anything else for him, or I wouldn't wish anything else for him or myself, but yeah. You're very modest. I'm guessing that this is talking about clothing. I would say that I try really hard to be modest. Growing up, that was something that was really important to my parents, so it's kind of just been ingrained. There comes a time, even if your parents raise you a certain way, that you actually have to come to a decision whether or not you're going to continue what they taught you or whether you're going to change from the things that they taught you. Something for me that I've always had a struggle with is bathing suits. Like, am I going to wear only one pieces? What are my standards for that? It probably seems odd to people who they just wear what they want to wear, which is totally fine. But for me, growing up, we never wore bikinis, didn't show our stomachs, didn't wear super short shorts or tank tops or anything like that. I've had to kind of like decide what I want to wear, and I think I've come to the conclusion that I just want to wear something that I feel like fits the activity that I'm doing. If I'm going to the beach to swim and hang out on the beach, like, I'm an active person, so I want something that's going to make me feel good, support me, and cover me enough so that I can do the activities that I love to do. You love your school. I do. I love my school. In case you didn't know, guys, I go to Southern Virginia University. I love attending SVU. It has been an amazing experience so far, and I know that it's only going to get better. I love being on the dance team. It's a lot of fun. I feel very content and very happy with where I'm at right now. I love the people I'm spending my time with. I feel uplifted by them, and I feel happy with myself and with where I'm at. You always feel like you need to be doing / completing something. If I'm not continually working on something, I feel so lazy and like I wasted my time. I really like to have projects and to be working on something. Goals are something that really drives me, so I always have goals set, and I'm always continually trying to work towards the next thing, whether that's personal growth or business goals, YouTube goals, Instagram goals. I always try to have a goal I'm working towards because it gives me purpose and makes sure that I'm not wasting my time and my life. You are popular. I don't really know what you mean by that. There's not popular kids at college. People don't care about that kind of thing. Like, I think a lot of people know who I am, but that's just because I like try to meet new people. Workaholic and perfectionist. These 2 things pertain to me only relating to my work, because in life, I wouldn't say I'm a workaholic or a perfectionist. You know, I'm pretty laid back, I think. think. But when it comes to my job, I'm a perfectionist, and if things are off, then I just have to get them correct. I don't ever want to stop working because I just love to do it. So in my free time, like, I'll edit a video because it's so fun. I wouldn't really consider myself a workaholic because it's what I love to do. You're unsure about what to major in / what to do after college. I am currently majoring in business. I was pretty set on that, but there are just so many things to consider when you're trying to figure out what you're gonna major in. Like, if I were to major in biology and go to hygiene school, it's something that's like a skill that's applied, versus business, you're just learning the soft skills. I think I'm gonna really enjoy this major, but I have considered changing it. But because I am doing YouTube and I love it a lot, or I want to make it my full-time job, then I think business is going to aid in that. People ask me that, so like, what do you plan to do with your business degree? And I'm like, you know, that's a really good question that I don't really have the answer to right now. Everything's gonna work out, and I feel like this is what I'm supposed to be doing, and hopefully everything turns out. Oh, this is an interesting one. You're pregnant. Not sure where you got that. The answer's no. No siree, Bob. I am not pregnant. But I do feel like every single person I follow on the internet is pregnant right now. At least anyone in their like 20s. Does anyone else feel like that? I don't know, maybe it's just me. You miss your family but love having your own freedom at college. Yes, ma'am, this is correct. This is definitely true. I do miss my family. I love them so much. Enjoyed about the first week going home. You're living in someone else's house. It's not your house anymore. That's just the way it is when you go home from college. I want to be in control of my life, and I feel like I'm not in control of my life when I'm at home. That's why I like college. I love the freedom. I love just being able to do what I want when I want to work and be in control of myself. You're the innocent one out of your friends. I have always been like deemed as the innocent one, but a lot of times I feel like I'm not as innocent as people think I am. Then again, people will say like, you know, this, and I'm like, what does that mean? And they're like, how do you not know what that means? Let's just say I've definitely had to look up quite a few things on Urban Dictionary over the years. I think that gives away the answer to that question. You make a lot of money. The amount of money I make is based off of how my videos are doing. I don't do a ton of brand deals right now. When I do them, I haven't been pricing myself high enough. I actually recently got a manager, so I am so excited to start working with him. I feel like there's different levels of like being a YouTuber and having this be like your job. You can say it's your job and you make $300 a month. And every stage of being a YouTuber, I have had to measure my success with the amount of money I make, because if I'm not making enough money, then I will have to get a different job. I want to be at a point where I can say, this is my job. I am making enough money off of YouTube to live. And that is a goal that I have that I've not met yet. I still feel like a broke college student. I know I have a lot more money in my bank account than a lot of college students. That's also because I save my money. So it's a combination of saving up my money, working hard, being frugal. I feel like a lot of people are ahead of me in terms of money. I don't make a ton of money in my mind compared to other YouTubers. Oh my gosh, when I read this question, I felt so called out by this. You don't know how to say no to someone. I don't know how many of you have ever heard of Jordan Peterson, but he is a clinical psychologist, and I've read his, I guess it would be considered like a self-help book called 12 Rules for Life. It's an awesome book. I loved it. He also has lectures on YouTube that you can go and watch, and they're super interesting. One thing he talks about is agreeableness. Being like agreeable is like to kind of go along with things. You don't want to put other people in uncomfortable situations. You don't want to fight for what you want. Disagreeable people are like the ones who are willing to say no more, better at negotiating and doing those kinds of things. I am definitely an agreeable person. I don't know how to say no a lot of times. I like to just say yes, sounds good, which is not great if you're trying to run a business. This assumption says you want to serve a mission for the church, and like I mentioned earlier, people in our church get to serve missions if they want to. I actually don't plan on serving a mission. I feel like my mission in life is through having children and raising them in the gospel. It's more like I'm going to be focusing on making that a reality and fulfilling that than I am fulfilling a 2-year mission. You went to college on a full ride scholarship. No ma'am, I did not. I actually should have applied for way more scholarships. I have a dance scholarship, I have an academic scholarship, there are music scholarships available, and art scholarship. SVU has a lot of great opportunities to get scholarships here. If you get on it, you can get lots of money off. All your friends are the same religion as you. The school that I go to is made up mostly of people from my same religion. It's just kind of like everybody, or most people, are members of the same church as me. In high school, I had quite a few friends who were members of my church, and then a lot of friends who weren't. I don't intentionally like only make friends with people who are members of my church. It's more so what kind of person they are and what they bring to my life and what I can bring to theirs that determines whether or not I'll be friends with them. You're rich. Family-wise, my dad owns a dental practice. He has worked really hard to get to the place he's at right now. He did not have a life that looked anything like mine. It's amazing that no matter what your past is or what kind of life you've had, you can decide to make the change, choose to build the life that you've always wanted. So it's really awesome to see that in my dad. He started with little and was able to work hard and take risks and go through hardships. I'm gonna be open about this. My parents pay for my college tuition, and then I pay for my housing and food. They pay what my scholarships don't, which is a huge blessing. Not everyone has that situation. I am so grateful because my dad didn't have that. It's really cool to see that he's been able to do that for me because he's worked so hard. I've had a job since I was 10 years old, so I've been paying for things by myself since then. You'll finish college and get your degree even if you get married first. Anything having to do with me getting married, I don't really know what's gonna happen after that. Even if I have to finish college online, I will get a bachelor's degree. You curse. I do not curse. I think the reason I don't curse is, first of all, because my parents don't curse. Second of all, I never have really been around a lot of people who have like cursed all the time. At school, no one cursed. Personally, that's just something that I've never wanted to do. Even if I'm mad, that's just not something that I react with. My go-to replacement words would be shoot, crap. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Shoot and crap are my go-to swear words. You are very religious. I would say I'm very religious. It's something that's a part of me and who I am, so it's just in every part of my life. So I'd say, yeah, I am very religious. You have to fake being the good girl sometimes. Not really. I kind of feel like I am the good girl. I don't fake who I am. What you see is what you get, man. I don't really have anything to hide. I am the same in person as I am on camera, I think, and I share my life with you guys. You see who I am, you see the friends I'm with, you see what I'm going through at college. I share those things. You care a lot about your grades. I do care about my grades. I just got a test back recently and I did not get a good grade on it. It's not like, I'm someone who doesn't see grades as like the end of the world if I do bad. I just want to be doing my best. You overthink. Oh yeah, dude, that is my specialty, as Maxim would say. Yeah, I definitely overthink things. I'm so bad at texting people back. It just takes so much mental capacity. I do overthink. I like read everything out to my roommates when I'm gonna send things and they're like, just send it. And I just have a hard time with it. You are very outgoing. I would definitely say I am outgoing, pretty fun. I enjoy a good time. You dated a lot. In high school, I went on 2 dates. At college, let me think, like how many boys I've been on dates with? 1, 2, 3. I think I only went on 3 dates. No, 4. I think I only went on 4 dates in college before I met Gordon. And then obviously we really liked each other, so we went on multiple dates. It's been like my first experience going on a bunch of different dates. You still struggle with your relationship with food and exercise. It does take a lot of work to get to a place where you have a good mindset when it comes to food and exercise. And I am definitely doing a lot better this semester than I was last semester. Last semester was really hard in terms of like eating and exercise. I just had a lot of struggles with my appearance, and that's something that I was really focusing on. That just sucked a lot of joy out of my life. I'm glad that I'm not so focused on it, but it's definitely still a struggle. Like when you don't feel like you're living up to the expectations that you have for yourself, it's never easy. So that's kind of where it's hard, but at the same time, I'm doing a lot better and I'm happy. I can genuinely say like I'm happy with myself, and I know there's improvement to be had, but I am grateful for where I'm at. You get the worst FOMO. Okay, when I read this question, I was sitting in my dorm room. I think I was wrapped up in my blanket at my desk, like I do. I was working or doing something in my dorm room all by myself, and I think my roommates were hanging out with the boys, you know, the volleyball boys. I was just sitting in my dorm room, chilling out, working, having a good time. When I read that and I was in this position, I was like, yeah, I don't think I have FOMO.
Case in point, guys. Case in point.
I don't think I have a fear of missing out. Recognize what I'm giving up, but what I'm doing instead is worth it to me. Ashley and Sophie, I think, have pretty bad FOMO, which is why they're up late all the time. You're waiting till marriage. Yes, ma'am, I am waiting till marriage. I've always planned on doing it. It's something that's a big part of my religion and something that's important to me personally. You've considered going blonde, but love your hair, so no. I've thought about it, but I think I'd do more of like a balayage highlight action, you know? So we'll see. We'll see where the wind takes us. Maybe in the summertime. My camera's about to die, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe down below. If you're not following me on Instagram, what are you doing? Follow me on Instagram at Rehl. I will see you guys in the next video. I love you so much, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye, guys.